Coming up on the Blerd Breakdown, we've got another Diddy update. The baby oil allegedly laced with all sorts of drugs. Liam Payne from One Direction has died and TMZ gotten some hot water. And it is the return of Funny Friday on a Saturday. Anyways, let's get into it, y'all. It's Blerd Breakdown. What's going on, everybody? I am Winston Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blerd, and this is the Blerd Breakdown, the pop culture show when you need to know, see what happened was. Now, if this is your first time here, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new content, and definitely leave a like or a comment, preferably both, on the video if you enjoy what you see and you want to get into the conversation. Now, as I mentioned, I am bringing back Funny Fridays, that essentially just being a day where we're going to go through some of the funniest videos on the internet, sometimes a little more serious, but for the most part, it's meant to kind of help relax, laugh, give a little bit of commentary myself, my own reactions and stuff like that, so I'm curious what you think about the videos. But on a few occasions, I'm going to have to do some news on that stuff. Also, it's Saturday. I'm aware there was a lot of stuff going on, so we just needed to push it to this early afternoon, man. So hopefully you'll be able to check this out then. But yeah, there was some news that went on. Obviously, we've been doing Diddy or Didn't, Diddy Watch, and we've got some new news, so let's jump into it, man. So, in a new lawsuit, it is alleged that the baby oil that we so famously heard about has been laced with GHB. This is coming from E! The allegations against Sean Diddy Combs continue to mount, while the rapper has been in jail since his September arrest, facing charges of sex, trafficking, prostitution, and racketeering, to which he's pleaded not guilty. Additional victims have come forward alleging they were sexually assaulted by Combs. And in a slew of recent filings obtained by E! News, one plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe in the docs, alleges the baby oil found in Combs' house was laced with Rohypnol or GHB, which is often referred to as the date rape drug. Combs particularly fancied the use of the popular date rape drug Rohypnol or GHB, the October 14th filing alleges, to commit heinous, non-consensual acts of sexual violence and rape against countless victims. The lawsuit references the allegations against Combs of dousing victims in lotions or similar body oils and claims these lubricants were laced with GHB so that the drug would be absorbed through the victim's skin and made it easier to take advantage of, exploit, and assault him or her. But the 54-year-old's use of GHB was allegedly not limited to the baby oil, of which authorities had seized 1,000 bottles of while executing search warrants of Combs' home in September. According to the filing, the drug could also be found in beverages at his events. Combs often would secretly use the drug in an alcoholic beverage served at his parties, the filing adds, typically in a seemingly innocent glass of champagne or a lemon drop. Partygoers were forced to consume the alcoholic beverage containing GHB either prior to entering or while at a Combs party. Jane Doe's civil suit was one of the 5 new followings against Combs. The complaints were made on behalf of 3 men and 2 women, all of whom remained anonymous, and included allegations against Combs spanning from 1995 to 2021. Among the claims within the filings were allegations of sexual assault and rape, including one claim from a female victim that accused Combs of raping her in a Manhattan hotel room when she was 19 years old. E! News reached out to Combs' legal team at the time of these filings, but did not hear back. God damn. All right, man. Look, as y'all know, I've been doing, Diddy or Diddy, Diddy Watch, just from the standpoint of trying to keep everybody in the loop here, because there's a lot going on. And I really feel like the biggest thing above all else, I think the one thing that really disturbed me about the whole R. Kelly situation when this happened a few years back, I mean, R. Kelly obviously had been happening throughout the 90s and early 2000s, but it didn't really catch any traction as far as him actually facing justice. His victims seeing justice be done, until we got the documentary, until we got Surviving R. Kelly, and then all of a sudden people started taking it somewhat seriously. What's frustrating me is there is proof that in the past that the feds or the government or whoever, the police, are out to get successful black men and take them down a peg the same way that any black man, can get framed and dealt with the police off of false allegations or whatnot. However, there is a difference between the feds trying to set you up and actually doing wrong. And I think the main element here that makes it a lot easier to look at and have a greater inkling that a lot of this is true is that Cassie video being the first kind of part of it. And the same thing, I don't like listening to Charlamagne the God about a lot of stuff because sometimes he's right and sometimes he's really wrong. But the one thing that he has said over and over again is the idea of we need to listen to all women, listen to all victims, but believe all facts. So obviously if it comes out that this was all a big sham, fine. But right now, especially knowing how the feds operate, the feds don't go after somebody super high profile like this unless they really got their ducks in a row. And there is a lot of stuff that has come out, a lot of alleged evidence and whatnot that's come out that is terrifying about what's going on here. So I just want people to stay in the know about this. I don't want this to kind of slip into, the shadows or anything like that. And I've heard a lot of people say exactly that. Everybody kept asking, why the fuck do you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Nobody needs that much baby oil. And you don't. Like, that's the whole thing. One bottle of baby oil is a lifetime supply, bro. You don't need more than one. And I had heard plenty of people speculating that they were probably laced. Exactly like this with Rohypnol, GHB, stuff like that, right? And so to hear that one of the lawsuits is actually full on alleging that, which would mean that they would obviously present whatever said evidence or things like that to corroborate that once, that lawsuit goes through. And I'm sure that's something that the feds will come up with because, the whole trial, the criminal trial, I believe he's got RICO charges is what they're doing. They're going to go through everything that they found because it's sex trafficking. It's all that kind of stuff that he is being accused of. And so all of that will come to light. We will get the full answer on this. But this is exactly like the feds hadn't said anything yet because the trial hasn't started. But now that this lawsuit filing has happened, this is what a lot of people have been speculating. So I believe it, man. When you hear all of the stuff that Diddy has, done to people and stuff like that, I mean, you have to find a way to ultimately subdue your victims, and that there's been a lot of talk about people being drugged. So this actually makes a lot of logical sense, and it just goes to show how sick of a man Diddy really is. And I truly hope that bye Yoshi. I truly hope that where the feds have Diddy, that they are keeping a very close eye on him, and they're not going to let him try and commit any sort of suicide or that I hope they're really keeping a close eye on him so he can't unalive himself at all, that that nobody can also get to him, that because the truth needs to come out on all this because clearly there was a lot going on. But let me know what you think, man. Are you shocked to hear that the baby oil was laced? Is that, or were you like, man, I knew that all along. The writing was on the wall. Let me know what you think down in the comments, yo. And let's go to the next story. Very sadly, if you haven't heard the news, Liam Payne of One Direction has died at the age of 31. And at the same time, TMZ has been absolutely slammed for doing the same BS that they did to Kobe Bryant, where they released photos moments after his death. This is going to be from two stories from AP News and The Hollywood Reporter. Former One Direction singer Liam Payne, 31, whose chart-topping British boy band generated a global following of swooning fans, was found dead Wednesday after falling from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, locals officials have said. Buenos Aires police said in a statement that Payne fell from the third floor of the Casa Su Hotel in the trendy Palermo neighborhood of Argentina's capital, resulting in extremely serious injuries. Medics confirmed his death on the spot, the statement said. The police statement to the Associated Press said Payne had jumped from the balcony of his roof. Police rushed to the hotel in response to an emergency call just after 5 p.m. local time, warning of an aggressive man who could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, the statement said. The hotel manager can be heard on a 911 call obtained by AP, saying they had a guest who is overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol. He's destroying the entire room, and, well, you need to send someone, please. The manager's voice became more anxious as the call went on, noting the room had a balcony. Alberto Crescenti, head of the state emergency medical system, told Argentina's Todo Noticias TV channel that authorities were investigating the circumstances of his death and conducting an autopsy. Payne had been vocal about struggling with alcoholism, posting a video in July of 2023 to his YouTube channel where he had said he had been sober for 6 months after receiving treatment. Representatives for Payne did not immediately return emails and calls. Now, TMZ has drawn outrage for publishing cropped photos of Liam Payne's body taken after the One Direction's singer fell to his death. Photos showed portions of Payne's arm and wrist, which were covered in identifying tattoos. TMZ obtained a photo showing Liam Payne's body on a wooden deck at the hotel with tables and chairs nearby. The story read, "We're not showing the whole body, but you can clearly see his tattoo, a clock on his left forearm, and a scorpion on his abdomen." The outlet also ran a photo of the police tent erected later over Payne's body to shield it from photographers and prying eyes. The decision to run the photos drew fierce condemnation on social media. Raylan Clark, a BBC presenter and TV personality, wrote, "TMZ, fucking shame on you, disgrace," on X, formerly Twitter. Singer Alyssa Cara wrote, "You're gross, TMZ." The sentiments were echoed across the social media platform by horrified fans still in shock from news of Payne's death. TMZ and its founder, Harvey Levin, did not immediately respond to requests for comment, but the site appeared to second-guess the decision. The photos later disappeared from the post, and the copy changed to read, "TMZ has seen a photo showing Liam's body." Though TMZ is known to push journalistic and ethical boundaries in obtaining its traffic-friendly scoops, the publishing of celebrity death photos is a line that even it does not typically cross. Its last significant celebrity death controversy came with its reporting of the 2020 helicopter crash that took the life of Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, in addition to 7 others. TMZ was first to report on the tragedy, breaking the story less than 2 hours after the crash. Law enforcement criticized TMZ for reporting on the accident before the coroner's office could confirm the identities of the victims and inform the families, which is funny to me because the sheriff's office also decided to take fucking photos. Levin later claimed that TMZ had gotten approval from Kobe's people to run the story. "We were told very clearly that she had been notified," Levin said, referring to Bryant's widow, Vanessa. She went on to file a lawsuit against the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, which was settled for $29 million in 2023 over photos taken at the site of the incident. All right, I'm only covering this because I know all of you already knew about Liam Payne's death, which is sad. I wasn't a One Direction fan personally. I know plenty of people in my life that are, mainly a lot of millennial women in my life. But not only did I want to cover it just because of the tragic nature of, and I really want to encourage anybody that's struggling with any sort of addiction problems, man, to please make sure you get help. We don't know the full circumstances yet still of what was going on. We just have heard, from multiple sources, and as you heard earlier in the story, that there was talks of, there's a man wilding out, probably under the influence. And when you see the essentially the crime scene photos of the hotel room is not only trash, but there are drugs everywhere. Alcohol. Nobody knows so far what his mental state was that led up to that, as to why he was so intoxicated. But I implore anybody, I'm not sure if this was a situation of Liam taking his own life, if it was an accident or anything like that, but if you are struggling with any sort of mental health stuff, if you are struggling with any sort of addiction, I implore you to please seek help in any way that you can. Talk to a family member, a friend, a trusted confidant, a doctor. Really just seek some help and hopefully get the treatment that you need. That being said, the main reason I was covering this is how gross this was from TMZ. This is the second time in recent memory, as we talked about Kobe Bryant, that you've done this fucking bullshit. And it's just gross, both from the standpoint of, again, the family's ability to even know that their loved one has passed first, but also we don't need to see that. Have we gotten to such a disgusting place? I understand that night crawlers have always existed, these disgusting paparazzi. I understand that, news is always about being first, but have we gotten to such a place that this is just now going to start becoming the norm? You know what I'm saying? That we're just going to show this kind of stuff. I already feel some type of way whenever, they show cop body footage of killing black folk. I feel like there's a small part of me that feels like at least that still has to go forth, because these cops need to be held accountable and they need to be shown for the bullshit that they're pulling. But there's also something about watching the maiming and the utter disrespect and just the violence against black bodies that really has an effect on black mental health. And so just for people in general, it's disgusting to do this, to know that, again, not just his family, but with Liam being part of one of the biggest bands in history, at least in modern history, but if not in history, the number of fans that he has, to show those photos, you're just traumatizing people. There is no need to do that. There's literally none. And so this kind of just gore shock value for clicks, that is where I think we as a society have gotten pretty gross. You have some stuff that, like, when you see somebody doing something stupid or whatever, like funny videos with like people and, you know, they run into a pole while they're skating or something like that. That stuff is funny, but just gore for gore, just like morbid death for no reason other than just say, oh my God, did you see the Liam Payne photo? That's gross. And I genuinely hope TMZ and all of us that you're on the internet doing any sort of journalism or reaction and stuff, that we can grow the fuck up, man. Like that is where we need to rein it in, honestly. Because we're not only desensitizing ourselves to some pretty serious things, but losing a lot of respect for things that we used to have a lot of respect for. And I think that is both not good for your soul and your psyche, but I think it's just really disrespectful. But I want to know what you think, man. If you're a One Direction fan, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite song or Liam Payne moment was, for sure. And as far as these photos, whether you were upset about it with Kobe or with, in this case, or anything like that, let me know about that too. All right, y'all. Now that we've gone ahead and done the serious stuff, let's lighten the mood just a little bit, man. Let's get into why you're here. Funny Fridays, man, on a Saturday. I get it. All right, hold on. Let me switch it up real quick. All right, so for those, this is your first time on Funny Friday, man, essentially what it is, first of all, I hope you like my new kind of format that I got here. I actually had this up here for a couple of the trailer reactions I've done. But essentially what it is I've just found videos that people have sent me on the internet. Some of them I have had a chance to see beforehand. Some of them just looked like they were going to be funny, so I decided to throw them up here. So we're going to throw it in, and let's just take a look. This one is someone saying that Fatman Scoop has been reincarnated already. You know, rest in peace for those that didn't know that he passed, as a small little Asian baby. So check this out. Yeah. Get a little man, yeah. Yo, hey, get it, yeah. Get that fool. Yo, man, that kid, that kid is a motherfucking star, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're probably gonna watch this little baby grow up on TikTok. He already knows he's... Man, if you need to know that hip hop is a world. It is a world genre, bro. Everybody be feeling it, and that is an all-time classic. The number of times I be rocking that on, like, while I'm getting ready on the way to the club, bro, in like college and after, I just bust a rhyme now. What you want now? Just Annie up, get that fool. I mean, it reminds me of You Got Served and shit too. Oh, dude, maybe I gotta watch You Got Served. It's not a good movie, but that dancing is great. There's some really funny moments, man. But yeah, nah, dude, that was awesome. I needed that to cleanse my soul and my palate real quick, to see that little Asian baby just get it, bro. Hey, man, well, tell me what you think. How are your dance moves compared to this little G right here? Let me know down in the comments. And by the way, that little baby is a better dancer than Ray Gun still. Tell you that right now. All right, man, let's go to the next one. All right, this next one someone sent me. Apparently, it's this dope mashup between Wu-Tang and the Mario Brothers. Let's check this out. Hey, not the Bowser Castle beat. Hey, oh, hard ass Mario Luigi. Hey. Oh, dude, I love the attention to. Hold on, I'm rocking that again. Let's go again. Wait a minute. Set it all up. Hey, bring that fire, baby. Bring that fire, baby. Dude, hip hop is a global brand. God Damn, that's so fire, man. Oh my God, that was fire. And I love the fact that, look, I'll put a photo up of it. I'll put it up right here. We put a photo here. I love the fact that, look up at the top, man. Not only is Mario in the fire mode, he's got the extra fire flower just in case, because that's how much fire Method is dropping on that shit. And there is a really great mashup. If you can go and find it, I want to say it's called like it might be called like the Sith Chronicles or something like that, but it's a bunch of Biggie bars from various songs put over beats made out of Star Wars music. So there's like one, I want to say it's called the 10 Sith Commandments or something like that instead of the 10 Crack Commandments. And it's got the Imperial March, Darth Vader's theme as the beat, and then Biggie going. So you have got to check that out, man. But this was fucking awesome. I want to say it was Joseph Ashley that sent this to me, and for that, brother, I thank you, because that was fire. That was absolute hot fucking fire. Tell me what you thought, man. What's your favorite Wu-Tang song? What's your favorite Mario game? What's your favorite mashup? I want to know down in the comments, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so I heard about this. This is for those that are familiar with the comings and goings of the internet. There is a YouTube channel called Jubilee, and I became very familiar with the young man talking in this from one liberal teen against 20 MAGA folks. So he apparently was on a different podcast with a young lady who, I guess, based off of her shirt, is a Trump supporter. And they get into an argument about the idea of states' rights. I haven't seen the video in its full. I've just kind of heard what it's about. So let's take a look, man.
Sending the right to get an abortion back to the state, leading like
I think it should be state by state
of sexual abuse. Okay, why?
That's fine. I think if everyone in a state wants something, go ahead and have it.
So if everyone in Alabama wanted slavery back, you'd be okay with that?
Oh no. No.
Sure. If everyone in the state wants it, go ahead.
Bitch, what?
What?
All right. Well, let's go next topic.
I'm getting nervous.
I just want to clarify. You understand that was the same argument that the Confederacy upheld.
Literally the same argument.
Wish that the Confederacy won the war because, according to your worldview, the Union impeded upon the state's ability to live.
No, but it's an irrelevant argument.
No, the fuck it's not.
Like, I'm not some, psychopath. Like, I live in LA. I'm not some crazy right-wing person.
So now you're saying it's psychotic.
But if everyone in the state wants something, sure, let them have it.
You agree with the Confederacy?
No.
But the articles of the Confederation.
All right, we have to move on. We got a limited time here.
These gotcha moments don't work on me. I'm not a... Like,
okay, Emma, don't get upset.
Okay.
Don't get upset.
Wait. Okay, there is so much there. First of all, you stupid bitch. Clearly you do get caught up in gotcha moments. You were literally in the middle of one and you made an ass of yourself. You just said that the state should be able to do whatever they want. That if a whole state wants slavery, they should be able to have it. The whole world has admitted owning other people is not fucking okay. But you're out here saying that if the states just want to have slavery, that they should be able to. You're a dumbass. You're an absolute dumbass. All right? This is why this whole idea of we got to stop teaching about slavery and racism and blah, blah, blah is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Because the children are not all right, bro. We need to, nobody's out here saying that you need to be up in white people's face 24/7 and be like, hey, y'all motherfuckers, this is slavery. Ain't nobody saying that, but you got to know your history so you don't let stupid shit like this happen. And I hate when people try and make that argument that it wasn't, it was about states' rights. States' rights to do what? The states' rights to do what in particular? There was one major thing that they claimed would have completely collapsed their economy if it was gone. I'm just very curious what you think that right was that they were trying to protect, you dumb bitch. Oh, God damn it, man. I really like that kid that was debating her, man, because like I said, I saw him on Jubilee handling his business. He's a very smart kid. He knows how to talk, and as far as gotcha moments, he got you. He got your dumb ass on candid camera now, bitch. Jesus Christ, man. Tell me what you think about this video. I can't believe I just subjected y'all to this shit. That's on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we all got a little bit dumber after watching that goddamn video. All right, let's go to the next one, man. All right, this one somebody sent me was from a show. I think it's like Ink Masters or something like that, or did some sort of like tattoo competition. That's all I know. I don't know what's going on though, so let's see.
And you can't even execute.
You knew your drawing sucked,
man,
and you still tattooed it on that person.
I did exactly what he wanted.
Like, don't you have any integrity?
He was happy with it. I'm fine.
It's not about what they're happy with, it's about what the judges are happy
Listen,
with.
dude, I'm done.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
here.
Don't face you.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24? Listen.
Wait. No, Jesus. Bro, I need y'all to look at all the people they cut to and them trying to hold it in.
Right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
here.
Don't face you.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What did you say?
Hey yo, look at the girl in the red.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
This dude tried to hold it in.
What did you say?
He had to look away because he knew he was laughing. They both had to look away.
Yourself. For a tattooer.
We're talking about the integrity of your work.
That you would say anything that has
Listen.
nothing to do with tattooing. You said you don't give a about all.
Hold on. It is the fact that, look at her though. If she's 24, no lies were told. Oh God, there's one thing that has to be said, man. Even if we are the villain in a scenario like a reality TV show, man, you find the right black person and these jokes are gonna fly. Oh my God. Even if he was dead wrong, I don't know the rest of the context. If he really was an asshole and did a shitty tattoo and he needs to be about the house, that was a motherfucking bar. It's why even though Killmonger was clearly the bad guy and you didn't want him to take over Wakanda, all this yo king, hey auntie, everybody was kind of like, hey yo, he kind of spit fire though. Like, why? I swear to God, black people remain undefeated in roasts, man. Holy shit, they were not ready. They genuinely were not ready. And I genuinely don't know if that dude is an asshole or not, but he was an asshole in all the right ways, man. Tell me what you think. What is the funniest diss you've seen on reality TV? Let me know in the comments, man. Throw a link. Let's throw it on the next show. Holy shit. I might have to do that the next time I am arguing against a white person that ages like a banana. That was fantastic. Holy shit. All right, this is gonna be the last video, and then I got some Are You the Assholes. This one I heard about is pretty funny. It's a TikTok of a gay man that suffers from unfortunately a very specific ailment, and his friend actually spurning it on. So check this out.
Peace out.
You can't play that around me.
What?
You can't play that around me.
Oh, sorry.
Stop. I'm being so for real, Craig. You can't play that around me.
Come on,
That
Craig.
shit's dangerous.
That's dangerous, Craig. Come on, get it.
Craig, stop.
God damn it, Craig.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it, Craig.
What do you not get? This is a freaking health condition.
I know.
It's a health condition, Craig.
Craig, I'm serious.
It's a condition, Craig. It's so dangerous, Craig.
Craig, I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking. Stop, Craig, are you for real?
God damn it, Craig. Hey man, we all have this condition. We all got it one way or the other. Hold up. Let me show you one real quick. This is, if you haven't seen this, man, this is from back in the day when I was working over at Full Screen. I actually was able to pull off this magic trick. Check this out. Y'all want to see a magic trick? Abracadabra, motherfucker. So, oh man, if you don't know, that is my homegirl Javicia Leslie. She is most famously known for playing Batwoman on the CW, man. That was when we were hosting Full Screen. But it's true. Around black people, man, around pretty much anybody, though, you play back that ass up and abracadabra, ass is just going to appear and start twerking. It's just ass going to shake. It's the power of that song. Period. Same way that if Wipe Me Down comes on, shoulders, chest, pants, shoes, like there's just some stuff. It's a condition. Just as he said, it's a condition. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What's the one song that you hear, man, or you see people hear and it's on and cracking? The condition just kicks in. It's a flare up. Let me know down in the comments, man. And now let's actually go to Am I the Asshole? I'm going to read a couple stories to you. These are going to be kind of wild and just kind of give my 2 cents on it. And let me know what you think about them down there as well. So let's see. All right, this one. Am I the asshole if I refuse to donate my PTO to a coworker I know will die? Jesus. Okay, here we go. I work healthcare, and our department is pretty close-knit. Not much drama or beef, surprisingly. One of our ladies we found out has cancer. Docs haven't given her the absolute certainty she's terminal yet, but I'm sure with her age and comorbidity, she's definitely going to be. Everyone has been very supportive, but we all know where this is going. She and I aren't very fond of each other, but I'm entirely professional. I've expressed my feelings of sadness for her situation. Many of the hospital staff, nearly everyone in her department has donated paid leave for her to take time off and spend with her family. She used hers regularly and has almost none apparently, and possibly received treatment except for me. People have asked why I didn't, and I just don't want to. I feel like it's throwing it away for an outcome I'm all but certain will happen. I'm not saving it for anything in particular. People in her circle have started talking about how I'm not actually sympathetic to her situation and mumbling little things here and there. I usually just tell them straight up it's a waste for me to give it to someone who I don't believe will give them more time to live. Just spend what time you have left with your family and friends and be thankful for that. I'm unaware of her financial situation, and frankly, it doesn't concern me. Am I the asshole? And there's an edit here. My employer isn't making it known who donates. It's a group of people that started a sign-up sheet type of thing for her, probably to be given to her later. And the second edit, we do have FMLA. I don't know what that is. That might be a health thing, but it is unpaid. You must burn through a certain amount of PTO days or have none available before disability kicks in, and it's only 60%, I believe. All right, are you the asshole? She says they aren't very fond of each other, but they're at least professional. I mean, you don't have to give up your PTO that you earned. And I'll be honest, man, if it's a situation where, if it's truly a situation where y'all really don't get along, y'all got beef. If that's the case, it's kind of like a keep the same energy type situation. Like, was this woman like rude as fuck to you the whole time that y'all worked together? Like was she antagonizing you, taking your lunches, like making untoward comments? I mean, the overall thing is you don't have to do anything. And if this, like, I could say, I would definitely call you an asshole if this was like your work husband or wife. Like, this is one of your best friends at the job or something like that, and you're not doing that, you're being kind of a prick. But it just seems very weird that if you can want to have beef with somebody, that now all of a sudden they want to come begging you for something. I don't know. I think the empathetic side of me, the humane side of me thinks that like you could give up a day. Like it wouldn't. I understand you work hard for that, but you could give up a little bit. But at the same time, I am a person of keep the same energy. If we weren't cool when you were totally healthy, I don't necessarily know why we need to be super cool now that you're sick, especially from a standpoint, like she said, if it was a situation where it was like, there is a chance for this person to live, then I like, you know, to literally like be then I think you would be an asshole to not do this if this is like, she needed some extra days in order to make it, you know what I mean? And that she wouldn't be able to financially pull it off. So she needs a couple extra days. But it's also why people have said, man, nobody's out here saying don't take your PTO, but you got to kind of try and hold on to those days for when you really need them sometimes, because you never know what might come up. And that, again, that's that at that point, though, that's really on this weird capitalist hellscape we're in. That you know, it comes down to this sometimes, that you would think that hopefully the company, the hospital would be like, Ayo, we got you. And they maybe throw her a couple extra days to help out. But it is what it is, man. I'm curious what y'all think. Do you think she's an asshole? I don't necessarily think that this person, I don't know if it's a she. I don't necessarily think this person is the asshole. Some of the comments I see down here, not the asshole for not giving her your leave, but you are the asshole for the way you said it. You don't owe her PTO. You aren't obligated to fund her, but it would be a nice thing to do. But you are the asshole for saying it's a waste because you think she's going to die. See, that's, yeah. Just because you think she's going to die doesn't mean she's actually going to for sure. You calling it a waste also makes the reminder of her life seem like a waste. Damn. That isn't kind or true, and people aren't going to agree with an unempathetic stance, especially because you work in healthcare. Calling it wasteful also discounts the favor your coworkers are doing by donating. That's actually a very good point. Could have just said you couldn't donate for financial or personal reasons. Your coworkers don't need to be involved in your finances, and you could have chosen not to disclose that information in our explanation at all, and that would be fair. What you said was the worst possible option. That's a good point. The employer is clearly making this information public so other employees can pressure their peers into doing something the employer should be doing instead. I think so too. It is shameful. We work our whole lives in the U.S. and have to beg for time off. Feel badly about it, not the asshole. Yep. Yeah, they could have definitely given her paid leave. I agree. Yeah. Yep. Someone says, huge, you are the asshole because you're intentionally asking the wrong question. No, don't give up PTO. Of course not. But also, oh my God, you should not be telling everyone how much of a waste you think it is because you think her dying makes her unworthy of your PTO. No, I agree with. That I definitely agree with. But I think the way you talked about it is pretty dickish. But I think the biggest issue definitely is the company feels like the biggest asshole. Just give her paid leave. If that's what it is, like you can spare a little extra. Like it's not gonna kill you. All right. Let's go to the next story. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let's go to the next story. Am I the asshole for continuing to change in front of my window even after my neighbor complained? Oh, this will be fun. I, early 30s female, bought a house last year with my fiance, but we only just moved in a few months ago because it needed some work. Our neighbors are a woman, her husband, and their college-age son. Everything was fine until a few weeks ago when the neighbor woman came over visibly upset and told me she saw me changing through my window and would appreciate if I didn't do that there. I was surprised because the angle of the window makes it so that someone would really have to go out of their way to see anything. I checked it out myself, and unless you're standing in a very specific spot in their yard, you can't see much at all. To be clear, no one in her family, husband or son, has ever mentioned seeing me. She was just worried that they might. I didn't feel like I should have to change my habits for her, especially since they'd have to be actively trying to look in. So I kept changing there as I had been. Well, she came over again last week, this time freaking out at my fiance, calling me a whore and accusing me of being disrespectful. This bitch. I honestly think it's ridiculous because I'm in my own home and I'm not flaunting myself. Her husband came over and apologized and said he asked her specifically not to do that and clarified he hadn't ever mentioned seeing me, nor had his son. My fiance told me to try to just get new blinds or to change in a different area, but I think that's bullshit, and I've been doing as I have since I moved in. Am I the asshole? No, baby girl, you're not. You're not the asshole. There is a point at which neighbors being unneighborly is pretty dickish and people will do things that are kind of nonsense. But if you're specifically telling me that it's a spot where someone has to be careening their neck, standing on their tiptoes, and they looking around like this in order to see half a side boob, then no, you're not the asshole. That's on this crazy woman who I'm sure it sounds like at some point maybe her husband had cheated or something like that. Or she could just be one of those overly zealous moms. You shouldn't be out here with your ass out. Like going to the beach and someone's in a bikini. Like it'd be one thing if like you were in a bikini and like your nipples are poking out the side, but like just a standard whatever, like it has been considered a societal norm for people to do that. If you don't like it, then go to a private area, go to hang in your pool. People would have to work to see this woman changing. So like, nah. Go fuck yourself. She's within her home. She's not like out, like even if she was within like her own yard or whatever, she's not like outside for people to just potentially just look at her and see it. You got to work for it. I genuinely think this woman is just got to stick up her ass. But let me take a look at some of these comments, man. Someone says, not the asshole, but it sounds like you don't have blinds, curtains, and are changing in front of a window. Why? She likes the thought of people seeing her get changed. Someone says, someone else says, not the asshole, but why not move a couple feet? Going into the yard and analyzing how easy it would be to see you, that's something you're willing to do, but moving 2 feet is so easy. Sounds like you'd like to be seen, which is fine, but don't make the excuse that you're going to do what you've always done. That's just silly. Sounds like your fiance would prefer to avoid problems with the neighbor, and why not when avoiding ongoing issues is so easy? And then someone said, yeah, you didn't need to go out in the yard to analyze. Weirdly enough, it can be done from the window you're standing at. That's also true. Someone else says, not the asshole, but it is weird that you refuse to take a few steps to keep your neighbors from seeing you naked. Someone says, I would argue that would make them an asshole for this reason. Neighbor obviously is a huge jerk for calling someone a whore, but OP, after being told someone can see you changing in your neighborhood, you're like, nah, gonna just give it to her and see how this pans out. Be a good neighbor and throw up a curtain. In the United States, nudity is generally illegal on a person's own property if the nude person is visible to the public, such as through an open window or sunbathing naked in the yard. Just to be safe, you might want to check your state and local laws to make sure you're in the clear. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay, I could see some of these arguments, and that's definitely the legal one to know. But yeah, I feel like it's one thing if I still don't necessarily think you're the asshole personally, but people have a point. You could just take one half step to the side. Now it does feel like you're being a little stubborn. I guess I'm just Petty McGee, so I'm like, it's your house, do what you want, especially if people have to work for it. But I don't know. I think that people need to mind their own motherfucking business, and just because she happened to be, the neighbor happened to be in one little angle where she was like picking up like the hoe, picking up her gardening tools or some shit. She happened to catch a side glance of a side titty. I think it's a little much, and I understand, and I respect your petty, but yeah, maybe you should just put blinds up. But I'm curious what y'all think. Put it down in the comments below. Let's see. I've got 2 more for you, and then we're gonna get out of here. Would I be the asshole if I announced my pregnancy at my Christmas/birthday party, even though my sensitive ex would be there? Ooh, this is gonna be juicy. I, female 30, and my fiance, male 31, recently found out that we're expecting. Congratulations. We're super excited, but as private people, no one outside of our immediate families will know this is actually my second pregnancy. My first ended in miscarriage. I'm sorry to hear that. Out of a mix of anxiety and caution, we've decided to wait until after my anatomy scan, which is next week, the week before Christmas, to announce it publicly. Every year, I host a big gathering for Christmas and my birthday since they're a day apart. Friends fly in, and it's one time my divorced parents can stand being in the same room together. Since my scan is right before the party and I should be starting to show, I'm thinking about using the birthday part of the evening to announce the pregnancy. Here's where the maybe asshole scenario comes in. My ex, male 32, will likely be there. Okay, we're still friends because he's close with a lot of my social circle, and we try to be civil. My fiance and ex were friends for over a decade before things went south. The too long didn't read of it was this. My ex and I dated on and off for a year. It wasn't great. He was controlling and obsessed with the idea that I'd cuck him if I did anything without him. What the hell? Several months after our final breakup, my fiance and I started dating. Okay, my ex demanded my fiance choose between their friendship and me. My fiance chose me. My ex then spread rumors that we cheated. You asshole. We lost a lot of friends, and the ones who stayed neutral are why he's still at gatherings. If they're invited, excluding him feels awkward. Even though my fiance and I have been together for over a year, my ex seems to have some lingering feelings or bitterness. He refuses to acknowledge our engagement, and the energy is always off when I see him. Some friends think he's still grieving, but my fiance thinks we should cut him and those who defend him off. As for me, I'm just trying to maintain peace with the friends who stuck around after the pandemic. Oh boy. None of our friends know we even want kids. I was the oldest sibling of many and used to joke that I'd done my time raising kids. I had an IUD and it was actually scheduled for tubal litigation, but I got pregnant against all odds. That first pregnancy and subsequent miscarriage changed my heart about having kids. Since our friends don't know about that, this announcement will come as a surprise, especially to my ex. And yes, it's half a Christmas party, so I can give my friends and family their gifts, but everyone's really there for my birthday. So would I be the asshole if I announced my pregnancy after the Christmas part of the evening during my birthday portion? ETA a few points. I don't invite my ex. My attempts to ban him were met with hostility and someone brings him anyway. Fuck that person. That's stupid. Quitting the friend group would freeze me out of a hobby I've had since childhood. It's niche, requiring a group, and ex isn't even in the hobby. And I'm really confused. And then fiance likes most of these people still, and they never bring up ex's feelings or ask fiance to tolerate ex. They seem to only demand it of me. Okay, I think my first thought would be, this is where you just need to have a serious conversation with your friends. If they're your true friends, I think just being like, hey, yo, we can be civil. And I think in a situation, we can be civil. And I am totally fine with the idea of if somebody else is hosting something and he's going to be there, then that's fine. Then, I can live with that. But if it's your birthday party, / Christmas party, and I'm sure other people will host Christmas parties. If you're not hosting the group Christmas party, it just happens to be that this is your birthday and Christmas party that you're throwing, you can invite whoever the fuck you want to your party and people need to deal with it. I've had a situation where one of my good friends was having a birthday party. An individual who I was friendly with, who was interested in me, but I didn't reciprocate feelings, and I had just started dating my girlfriend. She was actually very problematic, this other woman, and started making up things to try and make my girlfriend look bad and all that kind of stuff, and really made me uncomfortable with the way in which she would not leave me alone, period, like how obsessive she was. And so one of our mutual friends who was, very close with her, but only because I brought her into my life, or brought her into our lives, I had met her somewhere else. She was having a birthday party and she really wanted me to go, but I knew the other woman was going to be there. And I just straight up told my friend, I said, hey, look, in this particular scenario, things have gotten very uncomfortable. They've gotten to the point where, there were concerns about needing to potentially even get to like a legal standpoint in the way things were being talked about and put forward and stuff like that. I don't want to go. Like I want to celebrate you. I would love to take you out to dinner and for us to go do something to celebrate you for your birthday. But if she is going to be there, and I respect the fact that you want to still be friends with her, I don't want to be there. I don't want to introduce the drama. I don't want to have to deal with all of that. If it's an emergency situation and she's there, obviously I'll be cool. But I'm not trying to actively show up and have this woman that is really getting obsessive and scarily so. I don't want to deal with that. So, and my friend got mad at me for that, which I think personally is kind of ridiculous. So in this case, same thing. If these are your true friends, and I understand the frustration, I saw that point of like, I was just trying to keep people who stuck around during the pandemic. I get that. But these are your true friends, and if things are this uncomfortable, and you've made it clear kind of how he was controlling you and stuff like that, especially he's going around spreading cheating rumors. If you really didn't cheat, like, fuck that, man. He doesn't need to come to your birthday party. That is my answer. So no, you're not the asshole to announce your pregnancy at the party. He needs to fuck off, in my opinion. You guys can be around. The friend group can be fully whole in other scenarios, but he doesn't need to be at your party. But that's my 2 cents. Let's see some of the comments, and then I want you to leave some of yours. Not the asshole, your ex should not be there. Exactly. Why is he even invited? 100%. Stop inviting the ex. Time to move on. Fiance is 100% correct. You should cut him off. Yep, your fiance has had a lot of patience to put up with you trying to keep the peace. You can maintain peace by not demanding your friends cut him off, but create distance. There you go. This is someone that doesn't respect your relationship. He can grieve elsewhere. You and your fiance are announcing, not just you. Ask him who he wants to be there. You are the asshole for putting your fiance to keep being around a guy who accused you of cheating on you. I mean, that's a good point. Not the asshole. You have to stop letting him dictate your life, though. Your ex does not sound like a pleasant person, and I'm honestly surprised you're nice enough to keep him around even after he blatantly lied about you. About your friends, I would rethink your relationship with them, too. That's what I was saying. How were they neutral about your ex making you look and feel like shit? Why are they defending his shitty attitude? You even noted that he brings down the mood. I bet he doesn't even want to attend the event other than to purposely make you feel uncomfortable and guilt you. I'm team fiance here. Please do it for yourself and drop the ex and those that may be on his side. He's making you suffer even after all this time and making you walk around eggshells. Stop catering to him and enjoy Christmas without a party pooper this year. Congrats on your pregnancy, OP. Yep. That's how I feel about all of this. This is stop catering to this fucking asshole. Yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, let's go on to the last story. All right, this last one. Am I the asshole for refusing to share my inheritance with my entitled sister after she cut me off for 10 years? God damn. So here's some backstory. I'm a 28-year-old male, older sister, 35-year-old female, cut me off completely about 10 years ago when I was 18. Shortly after our parents died in a car accident. She basically abandoned me during one of the toughest times of my life because I wasn't mature enough and she wanted to live her life freely. No calls, no texts, no support. Fucking bitch. I had to work multiple jobs to support myself and pay for college all on my own. Fast forward to a month ago, I inherited a substantial amount of money from our maternal grandfather. It was an unexpected inheritance, but it changed my life. Suddenly, my sister is back in the picture, acting like we're the closest family in the world. She starts hinting at financial struggles and how tough life has been for her. I told her outright that I wasn't interested in sharing my inheritance, especially after she abandoned me for a decade. She got extremely angry and accused me of being selfish and ungrateful because we're family. Am I the asshole for standing my ground and refusing to give her any money? My friends are saying I'm not in the wrong, but a few family members think I should be more forgiving. Nah, nigga, nah. Nah, son. Fuck that, okay? Your parents died and your sister was not there for you. She can kick fucking rocks, okay? I don't even necessarily need to see the rest of the comments. Fuck her. Fuck her and her stupid face. Y'all both lost your parents, all right? And even if this is a scenario where, like, now you're doing copious amounts of drinking and drugs and stuff like that, don't come to me talking about we family, we got to look out for each other when you sit and turn around and let me fucking flail by. I was 18 fucking years old and my big sister was not there for me. Look, if I had to figure my shit out, you can figure your shit out. That's some bullshit. Fuck that. Keep all your money. As a matter of fact, go watch the Chappelle Show episode of the Lost episodes where he gets the check and he does all the revenge shit where he like suckers the ex-girlfriend into it just to show that he's still with his family and stunt the money in their motherfucking face. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that. Some of the comments. Definitely not the asshole. She cut you out of her life for 10 years and now the only reason she's reconnected with you because she wants your money. If she cared about family, she would have been there when you needed her. Exactly. If she cared about family, she would have been there when you needed her the most, not when money's involved, not falling for it now, not the asshole. She can't play the family card after being non-contact for 10 years. Didn't grandfather leave her anything, or does she feel entitled to dip into your share too? Exactly. She can't suddenly play the family card now. Stupid bitch. Nope, not the asshole. Wouldn't give her any of it. If she couldn't be there for you for 10 years, she has no business trying to come back now. Not the asshole. Opie here just wanted to add, she didn't even show up for our parents' funeral. Bitch, what? Claiming she was too busy with work? How can she claim family? She didn't show up for your parents' fucking funeral? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And that is the Blerd Breakdown. Funny Fridays. Thank you so much for joining me, man. As I said before, if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so when I drop stuff, and throw a thumbs up on this, man. Please comment on any of the funny videos you saw, any of the funny stories you heard, and what you thought about, unfortunately, those two pretty heavy news stories up at the top, man. I appreciate it. You know, I'm trying to make sure that I get y'all at least 2 to 3 episodes a week. This coming week, I will be out of town covering an event, which will be super excited. I'm cool. I'm excited about that. You'll see that on... I know, Bubba. I know. You'll see that coming up soon over on the Christian Harloff channel. I'll explain more of that when I can. It's a little secretive right now. But other than that, man, check out Game Time over with Roca on the Game Time Sports channel. You can search mine and Roca's names to see that. You can also check me out on Spill the Tequila with Roca every now and again. And obviously here, I've been covering Agatha all along. I've been covering the Penguin and some other stuff that I got coming up soon. I've actually got a new reaction that I'm going to be doing soon that I'm very excited about, and some other stuff as well. So thank you so much for watching, man. I will see y'all in the next one, and I'm going to get out of here, bro.